Good Sunday morning. Mark out here in the shop, Northeast Indiana. Today is about 25, 28 degrees, something like that. It's supposed to get in the highs of 40, which is pretty unusual for us in mid-January. I'm out in the shop and heating it up. It's still pretty chilly. I'm not going to be running the forge today that I'm aware of. I might get into it in a little bit, but I'm going to be making hooks out of these horseshoe nails for that coffee mug hanger that I showed on here a little while ago, the plans for that. And that pretty much is all worked cold or with a torch. So we're going to get after that and see what happens today in the shop. So you can see the difference. Taking this horseshoe nail, just cold forging it flat, and I'll clean this up with file, or I might even use the belt grinder, but I want this project to be as traditional as possible as far as what I do. So a file will clean this up pretty easy. I'll drill a hole here, and that will hang the hook. Now all I will do is just heat this and bring this around. I'll put a little rat tail on the end of that. But the way I do this, I'll include a picture of what I'm hammering on, but I just grab it with my tongs. This is one of the first tongs I made, pair of tongs. Looks pretty cheesy, but it works. And I just hit it over the railroad rail, and I'll show you that in a picture. Yeah, so I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. I got 6 or 7 of these to make. It doesn't take very long, probably. Oh shoot, takes less than a minute, easy. Pound it out, and we'll do some shaping. Then we'll do the actual hook. The rat tails of the hook are complete, as well as the general sizing of the heads of these hooks, these horseshoe nail hooks. So I am going to now bend the hook away from the rat tail. So it's going to come this way, and then it'll hang like that. The hook will be up front, and then we'll clean this up and put a hole in it and throw them in the forge, get them up to heat, and then I'll brush some wax on it, and they should be good to go. Real quick overview of my setup. This is my homemade anvil, just pulled it out. My forge, homemade, runs off LP obviously. Quench bucket of water. That plate I use for when I'm punching. I might be punching a hole, or using a chisel on a piece of flat stock, and I will put that up on top of there and strap it down. Here's my other piece of rail that I use, just this section, all of that. This has got like a kind of like a swedge block, but that's how I use it for, I make candlestick holders, and that's that. And then my post vise, this is, it's like a hardy tool for bending curves and stuff, and this is a 3/4 inch piece of bar stock. That's what I'm gonna put these little hooks on, and I'll bend them around if I get that to focus. It won't focus. That's it though. Let me get it fired up. Here is the first one. The first one I made the hook out of, just so you can see it. Still gonna put So here they are, 5 hooks. That's really all I need. I went back to my plans. I have 3 on the top piece, 2 on the bottom. I just need, these are cooled off. A little bit of wax still dripping off them. I'm going to get a rag and shine them up, but they are basically done. And this part of the project is complete. Well, these have been a fun little project. Horseshoe nail hook for a coffee mug, or it could be a set of keys, but this is supposed to be a coffee mug holder, and been a lot of fun. First time I made several pieces of those, and trying to get them all to look correct kind of was a challenge, as is anything you do handmade. So, but overall I think it was a success. So my encouragement to you is get out in the shop, try something new, don't be afraid to fail, because more often than not you will succeed. Till next time, this is Mark. See ya. 28 degrees, supposed to get up in the low 40s. Pretty uncharacteristic. I can never say that word.